The Dynasty, the Dynasty. The Dynasty.
Yo, what's going on, everybody? How are y'all doing? How y'all doing? How y'all living? We in here, we live doing things, man. Sorry for you being normally later than it should have been. What up, Spades? How you doing? Welcome everybody. We out here talking. We about to have a little conversation, man, with the one and only Demigod right now. And man, today has been a day. You know, it's been a full day, and I actually like it. You know what I'm saying? And it's just got home from work, man. Look, I know it, bro. So sit back, relax. We about to have a good conversation, man. We about to get into some topics, man. Woo! Jesus Christ. Okay, there we go. And let me switch over here, and we are going to switch over. Okay, wrong tab. Oopsies. All right, where is that? All right, there we go. All right, there we go. What up? Hello, can you hear me?
What's good? How you doing, man?
How you feeling, man? How you feeling?
Dealing with cellulitis on my damn shin. Other than that, I'm doing just fine.
That's what's up, man. That's good to hear, bro. Like I see you over there. Oh man, I see you over there, man, playing that Guilty Gear Strive. I'm trying not to be jealous right now.
Yeah, it's fun. It's fun. It has its cheese for sure, but it's pretty fun. It's I would say it's the best modern day fighting game by far.
Okay. That came out this year. We're looking for, oh man, appreciate you, DR. Thank you. Appreciate you. I gotta trim this up, y'all. I'm like really looking nappy right now. You know, I'm really that quarantine, you know.
Quick question. You don't have no echoing from my side or anything, right?
No.
Okay.
All right. And yes, I'm playing music from the one and only Will in the background right now. No echo? Okay, yeah, they're saying no echo in there either.
Right. Thank God.
All right.
It's been so long since I heard that song. Holy shit.
Hey, I try to keep all the good stuff, man. Oh man, it's been crazy, man. Like I've been really looking at that game, man. I've been really looking at the looking at that Guilty Gear Strive, and I want it, man. I want it. It looks like fun, like, and I haven't played a Guilty Gear. Actually, I really never really touched Guilty Gear like that because it looked so difficult. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, the first Guilty Gear game I played was Guilty Gear Ascent Core, and then Guilty Gear Ascent Core Plus. And this is back in the day where I just played fighting games on a more casual level, but I still always loved Guilty Gear. I didn't get to play XR until later on in the 2020 and shit. But Guilty Gear Strive is very welcoming to newcomers, and it's welcoming to both newcomers and veterans because you can pull off some crazy ass combos in Guilty Gear Strive. Though yeah, it's not as complex as XR. You still can pull off some crazy ass shit. There's still consequence. There's chip kills. This game just feels like what a fighting game should be.
I agree. It looks like fun. Like from the outside looking in, from a spectator, like it looks like. It looks like it looks crazy. Like it looks like an anime fighter. It's ridiculous, and I enjoy it. Like I was actually watching some combo videos. I've been seeing some tutorials, and it looks great. Like it looks like fun. Like I think High Fight, the people that do for pro players, they did like a combo video, and it was really good. Like super good. And it was just like, whoa, like it made me want to get the game. And looking at some of the stuff, like the damage output though, the damage output on some of that is crazy. Like some of that
the damage in Guilty Gear Strive is unga bunga, but also that's what makes it fun because like it feels like the game feels risky where if you can get whiff punished and you will pay for that, so it makes you think before you attack.
Yeah, no, I agree. True Draco Wolf, thank you for the host, man. I appreciate you coming through, man. I hope all is well with you, man. I hope all is well. Thank y'all for the host. I appreciate it. We are once again chatting with the Demigod right now. Demigod Productions, Will of Demigod Productions. And the man does it all, man. Music, gaming, all that stuff. You know what I'm saying? Also some real talk stuff, and we're gonna get into some of that in a little bit. But I just wanted to start it off with the fighting game stuff because I mean I know me and you both have that heavily in common, and there's been a couple of things that all right, Ace of Spades, I see you. There's been a couple of things that we don't agree on. Like I know for a fact, I know you really don't. I know you don't like comeback mechanics. I know me and you've gone on several conversations, like off stream, of course, talking about that. You know what I'm saying?
Well, with comeback mechanics, it just really depends on how they're done because I'm not against limit break and sparking in Dragon Ball Fighters. Though the biggest thing I don't like about Dragon Ball Fighters is just the lack of defensive options, the lack of a combo breaker or a burst.
Right.
And just, auto combos that auto correct. But the combat mechanics in Dragon Ball Fighters make sense because it's a 3-on-3 fighting game, so you're gonna need like some help there.
Right.
Let's say both of your characters get mopped, and Limit Breaker makes your character stronger. and to be able to just hold your own. That makes sense. I'm not against those comeback mechanics. V trigger, it's like the thing that I don't like about a comeback mechanic. It's like I want it to be earned. I don't like it. Oh, I'm getting my ass whooped. Now I gotta come back.
Yeah,
I don't like that, and I think Tekken 7 has the worst comeback mechanic in my personal opinion.
which one? Like you talking about the Rage or the Rage Drive? Or you?
Oh, the Rage Drive is beautiful. The Rage Art, I hate it. Now I used to get really angry at Rage Arts. I used to they shouldn't be in the game, but now it's like, I mean, if someone does it, then I'll know when they flash red to back off and try to bait it out. But I still don't like the mechanic itself. I wish it was earned or something, or just instead of it being a button, maybe you had to do an input to make it harder. But regardless, it's just my opinion. It's part of the game, and I have to accept that.
Yeah, true. I mean, I like it. I like the idea. Like, don't get me wrong. I understand. Like us that play, like for real, like us that play. I understand that like we don't want to feel like we're giving new players an opportunity to win, because especially if we put in the work to be great. You know what I'm saying? Does that make sense? So
yeah.
But I do understand. Like I said, I do understand the need for casual players. I think Maximilian did a video on it, and I was probably gonna do it my thoughts on it sometime soon about casual players, like how they're very important and integral to the game, the gaming scene, and especially the fighting game scene. And
right.
And he was saying like they have a right, excuse me, they have a right to like play the game for 2 weeks and then put it down. You know what I'm saying? And that's fine. My thing is,
continue.
My thing is like when it comes down to stuff like that, I don't want it to be like, you want to get better. Like to me, the goal should be to get better. It shouldn't be to get stuck. Okay, I'm gonna play the game for 2 weeks and then leave. You know what I'm saying? Like, to me, that's like not really playing the game. But then again, the call it double standard here, like. I got games that I haven't played in weeks. You feel me? So it's like it's like the goal to me, especially with fighters, it should be to get better and to get to a place of being competent and not wanting to not getting steamrolled, basically. You know what I'm saying? So when it comes down to the comeback mechanics and giving people a reason to play, I'm all for it. I can fucks with that. But the biggest thing, like I've always been saying, is like it's beatable. Like all these comeback mechanics, like there's a reason why. Like it might lower the gap between players, but it doesn't. If a person doesn't put in that level of work, that the Daigos, the Justin Wongs, the who else, the Smugs, the Mike Rosses, you know what I'm saying? Like if they don't put in that level of work, you know what I'm saying, in that avenue, then they're going to still be, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I think Guilty Gear Strive did it the best way, because the thing is, we should, because I wouldn't necessarily say I'm FGC or you're FGC, but I love fighting games. And I do want to see fighting games and any form of competitive games thrive. My thing is, instead of adding a mechanic, which I'm not necessarily against a mechanic, why not make tutorials better? Why not, like Guilty Gear Strive, the tutorials are amazing. People can get into those, and then there's a video showing you how, like there's like this display in Guilty Gear Strive telling you and showing you how it's done, so you can be like, oh, I get it. So even a casual can understand. Fighting games should be welcoming to casuals and welcoming to veterans, and that's why I love Guilty Gear Strive so much right now. There is no comeback mechanic. The mechanic of roaming cancels makes that shit so complex. Because I was afraid that Guilty Gear Strive was just going to be unga bunga damage and dumbing down the game. Actually, no. I mean, yeah, you can do damage, but you still have to pull off a combo. You still got to earn that damage. And then you still have to know what you're doing. And I feel Strive welcomes newcomers by having amazing tutorials, telling you how it's done, showing you every little thing. Then if you wish to take things on a more competitive level, now it's up to you. That's the beauty about it. I don't feel, so something like a rage art.
Yeah.
It's in the game. I don't like it, but it's in the game and it's not going nowhere. I have to suck it up. But my thing is, what if Tekken had better tutorials? Because let's be real, the tutorials in Tekken suck.
Yeah, they always been lacking. They have always been lacking. I give you that, yeah.
So what if Tekken had a tutorial? Like, and this is where I feel these companies need to work with FGC people to make these games better, easier, but still complex. So how about a tutorial to teach the fundamentals of a Korean backdash? How about how to do proper combos, spacing and momentum? Like teach, because the reason they're dumbing the games down is because casuals are fucking afraid, and I don't blame them. Like look at Tekken is a hard game, so when you hop in an arena with someone like, let's say, Lil Majin or someone like me or you, a casual is gonna get mopped. Because they don't know what to do. They gotta go online and fucking watch videos, something that should already be in the game. So I feel fighting game companies or developers need to work with people in the FGC to make it better. Explain. Have OGs from the FGC. Let's say Tekken or Harada hires Avoiding the Puddle. Yeah. And there's like a video in the game, tutorial wise, of Avoiding the Puddle, showing and teaching you right then and there in depth how to do a Korean backdash. You know what I'm saying? Something like that.
Yeah. And if you decide to go there, Dior says this because casual players don't play tutorials, and that's the other end of that. That's the other part that I was gonna go. Like a lot of casual players don't take the time. Like you're getting players that come from other genre of games, like the team players, the team based, like Call of Duties, the League of Legends, the shooters. So you're getting people from different eras, like from different types of games, and having different levels of expectations. And especially when you're playing team based games, you have these, you can fall back on your team. For example, you can go 0-10 in Call of Duty, and somebody can carry you. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But with fighting games, you don't have that. It's you versus the other player. If you suck, then you suck. You know what I'm saying? Like if you suck, then you suck. That's the point. You know what I'm saying? It's all about you. It's all about your reactions. It's all about all of that. You know what I'm saying? It's all on you and how you deal with your opponent. How well can you multitask? You feel me?
Right.
What up, King Kachi? How you doing, man? Welcome to the stream, bro. We over here just talking fighting games right now. But like I said, I think also too, like it's cool that if more companies would get with players and work with players to do stuff like that. I think some are starting to do that. Like I think like separate videos on the side, like it may not be packaged in game, but they do like have it like on their YouTube channel or whatever. Like say for example, I know Guilty Gear has it on their channel where they have like certain, like they did what Street Fighter 5 did, that little
V-shift.
Yeah, not the V-shift. They did the little tutorials on how to about that certain character. You get what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
So like you want to make games for the, like, honestly, like and Dior says it, like I get it. Yeah, companies have to make games for casuals. But honestly, the casuals, I feel like while they help boost the game in sales, it's the hardcore people. You know what I'm saying? It's the hardcore people that keep the game going. There's a reason why to this day Super Smash Brothers Melee is a thing. People still do Smash Brothers tournaments to this day. People are literally modding the game, making it HD, all of that, rollback netcode, all of that. And there's people that are keeping that game alive. Like that game should be dead by now. It should be You know, according to some people, you know what I'm saying? Like there's some people that are still playing Melee, and the reason why Draco, I mentioned Melee specifically because Melee is older. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Melee people are, of course, people are playing Ultimate, but Melee, that's the OG for most people. Like to them, a lot of people when they tell you play competitive, they will shun Ultimate in a minute. They'll say go to Melee. To this day, why? Because the community has came together and said, hey, look, let's do this. Let's build this up. We like this game. Let's keep it alive. You feel me? So I mean, yeah, I get it. Like you want to appeal to the casuals. You know what I'm saying? Like nobody wants to, like I've been watching what's his name? And I don't know if you know about these videos. Yeah, Melee ain't gonna die, Kachi, at all. There's a, what is that damn thing? I think it's I forgot what the name of it is, but it talks about like breaks down like different types of things in the videos, like in fighting games, like the effects of salt, all of that. Matter of fact, I shared it in my Discord, and it's just crazy, like how much in-depth fighting games go. Like it can even hit you on a philosophical level, like you could take control of your character, all that shit. You know what I'm saying? And you can make that a representation of yourself. But when you have those comeback mechanics, like yeah, they can be a crutch, but you also know that they're beatable too. Like that was my biggest thing. I know me and you kind of went back and forth on, like off stream a few times. It's like for example the armor moves in Tekken 7. I know a lot of people hate those. I you know what, I find it as a nice welcome addition. You know what I'm saying? Especially when I play Jack 7. So it fits for him, I think, in that case. I mean, but everybody has it. So
I mean, this to me, didn't mean to cut you off.
Go ahead.
It's not that I did. It's this is kind of where being old school comes into play, and I will admit to this. I'm used to the era of bigger characters having armor. When everyone has it, it's like, it's just personal preference. It's part of the game, and there's nothing I can do about it. I don't like it, but I have to suck it up and acknowledge it's part of the game.
Fair enough.
But I do agree they're beatable. I still don't like it.
Yeah, I know. It's crazy because like there's different ways you can beat it, right? Like I've told you, like with Tekken 7, like the low, like you can beat because they're normally highs, or mids, but they're normally highs, so you can duck them, or you can sidestep them, or you can beat them out low. Like you can hit a low poke, and you can beat it. Like you can stop damage, and also the armor moves in Tekken 7's case, they take damage as well. And there's been times where I've been baited, like with Kazuya, playing against Kazuya, and I do my armor move with Jack, which is back forward 1 and 2, and he swings, and they basically jab, and then they duck. Since they recover before I do, they recover before I get a chance to hit. So they'll do a quick little move, jab, and then duck, and then they can punish. So that means my move is all worth nothing. You know what I'm saying? And
right.
And also, and the other thing too I just thought about this one. You can stuff it. You know what I'm saying? Like you can stuff it. Like it's I think you can stuff it during the startup phase of the move. So it's not all the way vulnerable and invulnerable. It's like there's certain spots where it is, but like if you can get it when a move starts, and that's just like stuffing the rage art. You know what I'm saying? You can stuff it at the startup, and you know, I know you know about a little bit about frame data, so you know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying? So you can stuff it at the startup, so that could also, you know, but that requires you being, you know, a little bit more proactive. You know what I'm saying? A little bit more practice. But there's ways, like my point is, there's ways around stuff like that. And yeah, I mean, sometimes it does make it can be a problem, you know, especially for people like us that want to put time into the game, or that we are familiar with fighting games enough to know what to do, and we don't need to be completely handheld. Um, and it sucks for a little bit of veterans sometimes, but just imagine that new player that's getting this chance. They're like, oh, okay, yeah, I get a chance to come back. You know what I'm saying? Like it feels good to like you beat somebody that is a strong player. You know what I'm saying? Like you know how good that feels. So it's kind of giving that casual player that same feeling. You know what I mean? So
Right.
like I said, it's a balance, and like it was mentioned earlier, like companies unfortunately sometimes gotta cater to the biggest common denominator, which is the casual. They want to get more people into their game, and
That's understandable. I can't argue with that because I've spoken with Kenshin about this back in the past. Like it's like both of you guys are saying the same thing, which I agree on, is that they're going to continue doing things, making the game easier for the casual. But I feel there just has to be a better way to do it.
yeah, I do.
And
The casual's got to learn. I think the casual has to learn how to get good, for lack of a better term. I'm just gonna say it like that. The casual has to learn how to get good. Like there's no way other two ways about it. You got to learn how to do it. You just can't do it. Like you got to learn how to you got to learn how to get better at the game, and it's not going to come easy. It's just not. And I really wish that us as people would understand that, especially some of the newer players nowadays when it comes to gaming. Because let's face it, some of these gamers today are spoiled, bro.
yep.
some of these gamers today they're just spoiled, and it's just like it's annoying. They expect the easy win button. They expect all of this stuff. They think everybody, anytime you beat me, I'm cheating. Oh, you're cheating. Or you this, that, and the third. And it's like, no, we're not cheating. We know about a little bit more than you, so we can pull off some things that you probably wouldn't have thought of. But if you can bring in, take the time to learn or ask us, and that's the other part of this, is getting with people that will teach the game. You know what I'm saying? Nah, some of these spoilers don't know how to be a good sport and just take the L. Yeah, that too. People do need to know how to take the L. But sometimes it is tough, though. I ain't gonna lie.
I feel like another thing that can turn casuals off from becoming competitive, and I don't know if a lot of people talk about this or not, is not necessarily the fighting game itself, but the community. From what I've been told, the FGC can be pretty toxic.
Define toxic.
All right. So,
in your what would be your definition of toxic? Like, if you can give me personal examples of toxic, or other creators.
Okay, I'm not talking about funny talking shit, so on and so. I'm talking about straight, when I first years ago got on Fightcade, for instance. I'll use the OG Fightcade 1 community, for example. I wasn't good at Third Strike back in 2016. I was a casual, and there would be people belittling me, telling me to uninstall the game. You're fucking trash. You'll never be good. See, that shit right there. I feel like if it's not warranted, or if I didn't talk shit first, then don't talk shit back. Like if I'm playing against a casual, and they just win, or they just if I just hit that casual up in the DMs on PlayStation, be like, you fucking suck. You this, you're that, you're fucking garbage. That can be they'll be like, dude, what the fuck? And that'll make them probably not want to come back to it.
I agree.
Yeah, so I'm thinking, that's that toxicity that I'm talking about to the people who don't deserve it.
Yeah, I agree.
So example, I just got done streaming Guilty Gear Strive, and there was a person named Harold who was talking shit in my stream.
Yeah.
He said he was 16, but I don't know. I don't give a damn.
Yeah.
He basically said I suck, so I told him, okay, run the hands. And then it was 9-1. He beat me 1, I beat him 9. And then throughout that entire game, I was talking shit.
Yeah.
Mad shit. I told him to play Dragon Ball 5, but that was deserved.
Yeah.
But after the game, I just told him, GGS, I want you to humble yourself. See, it's I feel like people still should be welcoming, because I don't want him to actually uninstall the game. I said that just for competitive fun shit talk. I actually want him as a casual to get better so you can come back and maybe beat me one day. I still want casuals to get into fighting games, especially Strive. I want these guys to come to our world, you know, the same way I mostly play fighting games, but I'm still definitely above average in Apex. So I'm not afraid of playing Apex competitively. I'm not afraid of anyone else's world, but I still want to be welcoming to people who wants to try our world out.
Yeah.
And I think when you come with that extreme toxicity, that can turn some people off.
Yeah, but let's just go back to your case, right? So in the case of what you dealt with, they came to you. You know what I'm saying? They came to you talking shit, and they thought it was gonna be an easy match, and that's the problem. Like, people, I don't understand that people are competitive. You know what I'm saying? Like, I understand, like, you know, when you're playing a fighting game, like, we get competitive. It is what it is, and that's one of the things I've always liked about the FGC because of our competitiveness. I think I was just competitive in general, but you know, it's just that one-on-one competitiveness. You know, you could talk shit. It's about the mental game. The mental game is important. You know what I'm saying? When you're fighting, when you're playing these games, well, any game, especially with fighting games. But like Ace said, a lot of people don't know how to just, you know, if old boy would have came in and said, "Hey, look, man, I would like to play a couple of games with you, man," like, it would have been a more welcoming experience instead of, "Oh man, you suck. I'm you know, this, that, and the third." And to me personally, it should never be that in any genre games. Like, I mean, like I said, the only way I would take that kind of trash talk is from somebody I know. Like, let's just be real. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like, if me and you trash talking, okay, that's cool. That's different. You know what I'm saying? Because we you know, we're familiar with each other. We can do that. We know our limits. But you coming on somebody else's stream or whatever, you know what I'm saying, it's going to be considered aggressive, and most people need to chill out with that bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Also, here's the other thing to add to it. I think that if you do have a problem with somebody, especially if you are in the FGC, you need to handle that. Like, y'all need to handle that. Like, first to 10, first to 5. Something, you know what I'm saying? A lot of people, they want to talk their shit, but they want to talk their shit from a safe space. You feel me? Like, go to that person. Like, if you got a problem, like, Will, I got a problem with you, but like, okay, let's handle this. You know, first to 5, first to 10. You know, hell, if it's that bad, put some money up. You know what I'm saying? Like, how it shouldn't be that hard. You get what I'm saying? Like, it's a respect factor. It's like about respect and honor. Like, you just step up and say, "All right, look, I got a problem with you," or, you know, or we keep going back and forth. "Hey man, I don't like how you handling, you know, how you talking shit to so and so. All right, let's square up one-on-one. Let's go." You know what I'm saying? And you know, just be honorable on your end and say, take up the deal. If I challenge you, be honorable on your end and take up on the deal. Don't be scared. Don't be pussy about it. You know what I'm saying? You know, so I just feel like a lot of things with the FGC. I mean, you're not wrong. Like, I definitely agree in some cases that we can be toxic, but I think most of it is a lot of people just need to be a little bit more thick-skinned.
True.
And a lot of these people, yeah, too much behind the screen shit talking. That's true, Spades. Yeah, that's true. I think, honestly, yeah, that part. I mean, there is consequences, and that's the thing. People want to. That's the other part of that too. People want to talk all this shit, but then they don't want to take no consequences. So, you know, like, for example, if I'm talking shit about you, Will, and eventually you get pissed off at me, and you go like, "All right, cool. You know what? Nah, let's do this. First to 10. You know, first to 10. Nah, man. Nah, Will. Nah, bro. Fuck you, bro. Nah, fuck you." And then I keep going. What's that gonna do? Stir the pot. You feel me? That's gonna stir the pot. That's gonna make you even more upset. So it's like, and then it's gonna get to a point where it's gonna boil over, and things could get worse. You know what I mean? And it's gonna get to the point where it's gonna be like, it could blow over to something. You know, maybe something might happen. Somebody might get canceled. Somebody might get their feelings hurt. Something, we don't know. But it's like, some people just need to say, okay, look, let's go ahead and fucking handle this business.
The biggest example of what you were talking about, like especially someone getting canceled, was the LTG and Cyril Blast shit, where
Oh
both sides. Like I'm not, yeah, it's like that's what I'm talking about. Like both sides look bad because, I mean, I get that LTG what he said was wrong, but Cyril Blast could have just been like, ah, you'll be all right, nigga, right, run it back or something. But
yeah,
instead, he went the transphobia route, and that right there just made everything worse because then he got exposed for then Cyril Blast got exposed from quote unquote saying the N word, and it's like all that could have been avoided by a simple run back. So it's like just my thing is this: it's like if you're gonna talk, run the hands.
yeah.
You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? That's my philosophy. That's my thing.
And then niggas like that dude went to social media. Why go to social media? Yeah, exactly. No, I agree. Like it's. I mean, it's like social media is cool, but then when you start doing stuff like that to like get people all amped up on your side or whatever, I mean, I don't know. Like I guess because if one person ain't handling it, you know what I'm saying? I don't know. It's weird, bro. Like
It all could be handled by just uploading you whooping his ass. You know what I'm saying? Like instead of going to social media crying transphobia, because I get it, I understand like LGU was wrong for that. But what I would have done was I just would have uploaded to Twitter me whooping his ass.
Yeah.
Like
yeah,
what
yeah.
I just uploaded me beating him in Tekken. This was
Right.
before our drama started. And I recommend anybody doing the same to me. If like just instead of taking things to a personal level, just upload it and go from there.
Yeah. That's the problem. Like I mean, and I think a lot of it has to do with pride.
It is. You're right. It is pride.
Yeah, I think a lot of it is pride. And I mean, don't get me wrong, it's fair. You know what I'm saying? It's fair. It's fair. Like you gonna have that moments where you just feel like it's just like, you know, your pride gonna get in the way. It is what it is. We're emotional creatures, so your emotions gonna rile up. I feel it. I understand it. But like the people, like I said, like this is one of the reasons why I can't take low tier God seriously. I can never take him seriously. I can't.
Right.
And like I said, if anybody hears it and runs back and goes tell him, that's fine. You could tell him I said it. It is what it is. I got Killer Instinct. I got Tekken 7. He could catch these hands. You know what I'm saying?
What you want.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, I don't care about that. It's how you move. I still love the animation, right? Right. Beat me in fighting games easy. I suck if I don't practice every week in GG and Blaze Blue. You know, sometimes it be like that. Like some people, you know, you need to practice, and it's really. And I want to do a teaching series, and I've been trying to low key plan this, and I'm not sure how I want to do it because like I said, I want to get Guilty Gear Strive. I'm waiting to get that.
Can't wait till you. What you getting it for? PC or
PC?
Xbox?
I want to get it for PC. I want it for PC.
I'm trying to get it for PC. Too.
Yeah, I sent you the link on where you can get it for cheaper. I know it's on. I think it's on. They got the Steam sale going, but I don't think it's on there. It's on PS4, PS5, and then PC. So I want to get it on PC. You know, like I said, look, if somebody wants to hook a brother up, you feel me?
Can the man get a $60 donation, baby?
Let me get it. You don't even look. I don't even need this whole 60. I just give me the 45. I can go find it on I know there's a couple of sites that have it for cheap right now. I've been watching Kinguin and CD Keys. I've been watching. I've been paying attention. I've been watching. Look, I watch one tutorial and then like my feed just shows up with nothing but Guilty Gear Strive now, and I'm like, oh. And then I got streamer friends that Guilty Gear Strive. God, I was like, oh, I want it.
You're my bad.
No, you good. It's like I said, it's good to watch, man. It's fun, but it's honestly, I've been wanting to teach people. You know what I'm saying? And just general fighting game stuff, and you know, I want to get people involved and understand that, like, oh no, I ain't gonna get hit by no scalpers. I want people to understand that, like, it's fighting games. It's a journey. You know what I'm saying? Fighting games. It's a journey. It's not about the destination. It's not about the destination. Like people see these pro players and they don't understand. These pro players, sometimes they get their asses handed to them. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And they're over here fighting. Oh yeah, and important. I agree. Yeah, I agree. The music is great, but I've been wanting to do that. Like I've been wanting to get it serious. Like maybe if I get Guilty Gear, I could probably go through some of the stuff that I'm doing that way. I might stream a little bit on YouTube, mostly Twitch. I don't know yet, but I just want to get something to where people, and help people to understand that it's a journey. Like it's a process. Well, fighting games, it's the process. Like you don't get good overnight. You know what I'm saying? It's rare that you do, and it's so much that goes on in fighting games generally. And I'm not just talking about just Guilty Gear. I'm talking about Tekken, Street Fighter, all of those. You know what I'm saying? It's so much that goes on, and in such a short amount of time. Because the average game in about Call of Duty is about 10 minutes. You know what I'm saying? 5 to 10 minutes, give or take. But it's like 1% of that. Like it's maybe about a minute. One match, maybe about 3 minutes. A round is like maybe 45 seconds. You know what I'm saying? And if a game goes like 99, the whole 99 seconds, then it feels like it's a dragging on a whole long time. But there's so much information going on with fighting games, and sometimes you got to pick things apart. You know what I'm saying? It's about conditioning your enemy, and and all that stuff, and just overall getting good. You know what I'm saying? And that's the part that people, I feel, need to understand and need to get involved with. You know what I'm saying? Instead of just focus on getting the win. The win's important. Don't get me wrong. The win's great. You feel me? But after a while, like if you just keep winning and you don't know what you did or you don't learn, then did you really win? You feel me?
Yep.
And I'm glad now though. I'm not gonna lie. I'm glad now that there's people out there that are willing to teach. You know what I'm saying? That are welcoming into the community. You know what I'm saying? Like yourself, me, and there's other people in there that are building a welcoming community. And that's definitely commendable. But at the end of the day, like I said, we need more of those. We need people that's going to be. You can't just rely on the community, but it's like with fighting games. You got to learn. Take the time to learn. I've been teaching people Brawlhalla. You ain't been teaching me Spades. You didn't teach me. The last time I played Brawlhalla, matter of fact, I done seen you play Brawlhalla Spades. I done seen your clips. I ain't never asked. You right. I might ask because I gotta re-download that game. But that's what made me get good in KOF. Supposed to get discipline myself. Button combos. And it's not okay. I'm glad you said that, bro. I'm glad you said that, Taiji. Okay, it's not always about combos. Please.
It really ain't.
I keep telling people, like, don't get me wrong, combos are great. Okay, combos are a unique feature. We need them. It's great, right? However, combos are not the end all be all. Please don't focus just only on combos all the time. Please.
Combos do not make the nigga.
Exactly. The niggas make combos. And sometimes here's a crazy part about the combos, right? Sometimes you want to do a reset. Sometimes you want to drop the combo. Sometimes you want to, depending on the character. Exactly. Combos are great.
I can use Dragon Ball FighterZ for an example. In that game, before I uninstalled it, thank you, Guilty Gear Strive. I might reinstall it just to dick around in the game. But anyways,
I got it somewhere. I gotta find it.
Basically, I'm an Ultra Instinct sign rank in that game, and there are people who can pull off the craziest combos on me, like straight up combo streams, and I still can beat them because I have more fighting game fundamentals than they do. So good spacing, good footsies, good neutral, patience and defense, knowing when to attack. Even in Guilty Gear Strive, I think someone pointed out that he said, this guy said, I'm very good at countering and punishing, just knowing when to do it. It's all about. So combos are great, but they can only get you so far.
Yeah.
Just having basic fighting game fundamentals that can take you extremely far.
Yeah. He meant the commands. Okay. I mean, yeah, the commands are important. Yes, of course. You're not gonna get no disagreement from me though on that. Commands are important, like knowing the commands, like the command normal, special move, like knowing ranges. Honestly, you can get by with knowing a basic combo, but knowing like the range of every one of your moves and knowing where to apply them. You would get by knowing all better with better like footsies than you would with combos. Like, don't get me wrong, the combos are great, especially like in the case of Strive. Those combos hit hard, especially with counter hit stuff. Please, that shit hit hard.
You're getting smacked if you don't. If you are reckless, you are getting punished.
Yeah. So from what I've seen, yes. But you know, but knowing the moves and knowing when to put, like, okay, I know a jab isn't gonna work at when they're like full screen is very important. You know what I'm saying? Or maybe you want to use the jab to, you know, get bait them to whiff. You know, bait the whiff. You know, it's so many things that you can do. And I think Taiji said he's just getting into Tekken 7, which congratulations, man. Tekken 7 is a chess game, man, and it's not as fast as games like KOF, Guilty Gear, you know, Street Fighter. You know, it's a slower paced game, but they're trying to speed it up. But it's one of those things where you have to take it a day at a time and figure out what you're willing to, you know, find a character that you like, find out what you're into, and go from there. You know what I'm saying? Yep. I just can't, like I said, I just can't tell people just to, you know, pick high tier, you know, tier lists. I know, I got a friend of mine that he hates tier lists, and I'm like, I keep trying to tell him that tier lists aren't really important, like, especially for people that are learning the game. I feel they're more suited for high level play.
Well, I feel like okay, tier list it's like a double-edged sword. It's like, on one hand, you do need a tier list to know what character, where who's the strongest character to who is the weakest. However, there are people like pros, they'll say tier lists are meaningless because there are people on Fightcade right now who are OGs who can choose Sean or 12 and obliterate me while I have Urian or Yun. They feel a character is a tool, and if you're really good at using that tool, then it doesn't matter who you choose. So it's really just it's tricky there, because I feel like tier lists matter, but at the end of the day they don't. So it's like both.
Yeah, it really depends on who you talk to in your level, because tier lists, and I wish people understood this part, tier lists are basically an opinion. They are literally an opinion, which that's one. And two, it's assuming that when the two characters match up, they're super competent, like I mentioned earlier. So no two people are gonna have the same two tier lists. It's rare that you're gonna have that. You may have some similar people in the same tier list, but there's some people that's gonna think one character is better than the other. There's some people right now that think Chip is bottom tier in Guilty Gear Strive. You know what I'm saying?
Well, others will think he's good, like a god.
Yeah, exactly. And I've seen some play. I'm like low tier how? And then it's also the spread of the tier as well. So if you see like S between S and A, that's not low, or S and B. If the lowest rank is B, then that's not really bad. It's a pretty good little spread. If all the characters, if they're survivable, but then you got like if you have a really bad spread, like, you know, a couple S tier, a couple in the A tier, and then, you know, everybody else is like, you know, D, F, you know what I'm saying? Then you got problems. You know what I'm saying? So it's just one of those things where, like, you really have to use it as information. You know what I'm saying? Use it as information, and kind of, that's like that kind of information where you kind of like, you don't go off of that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you got to be careful with that, because, you know, if you end up losing, say for example, you pick a character that you know or that you heard was low tier, but you like the character, and you start losing with the character, you know, and then you remember, oh, this person said this character is low tier. You know, some people sleep with Zayu. Yeah, exactly. it's how you use the weapon. You know, like Will said, it's how you use the tool, man. It's real, man. Like I tell people, it's not always about. You tell that shit.
There's people right now saying May is like cheese and she's really strong and arguably S tier.
Yeah,
I disagree, but now that's funny because Giovanna and Guilty Gear Strive. I don't know what tier list she is, but she gives me a harder time than Soul and May, and they're supposed to be like the toppest of tiers, but Giovanna gives me a harder time. So I think it's all just, you're right, it's all opinionated and subjective at the end of the day.
it's very subjective, and I really wish people understood that concept. Like once people understand that tier list concept, we're good. You know what I'm saying? Like it's literally concepts, and I think the developers make that like that on purpose, so that way people come in and have a reason to talk about the game. Because the more you have people talking about the game, the more people, you know, the more the game gets played and all of that stuff. More people come in, and you know how it goes. The cycle continues. You know, you get what I'm saying?
Right.
So so are you? Is that the only character that you So what character are you playing in Strive again? Kai, right?
I play Kai Kisuke.
Is just him for right now, or are you picking up somebody else?
Well, him for now, because back when I played Guilty Gear casually, I mostly rocked with Kai, because I like how well around. Because Soul, I like him, but he's really a on you type character.
Yeah.
Kai can be on you, but he also has projectiles to keep you off of him. So I kind of feel like, you know, he's a good, well-rounded character. Yeah. I feel like he's the closest thing to a Shoto you're gonna get in Guilty Gear.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Even though Soul is the main guy, yeah. And 13 says, yeah, it's community playing. Entertainment does it too. Something that may not even be true, but it makes people talk. Yeah, yeah. And that's exactly what it is. It's to get people to be more involved with the community. Because sometimes people will do that. Sometimes, especially nowadays, we live in a very interesting clickbaity society sometimes, and it's weird. It's weird. Like we say the most craziest things, but it's just for clickbait, just to get people to talk. And I ain't gonna lie, I've done it. You know, with my content sometimes, make a title, clickbaity title. You know. It doesn't matter if you call a person poopy doo-doo head. All that matters is you said person name online. Exactly. That's why we not giving old boy no clout.
That's wild.
That's why we not giving boy no clout off that last little thing, man. That shit funny to me. I honestly, and kind of segue it. I think us as black people, yes, 13 him, yes. I think us as black people, we really have to. After 2 days, hey, look, and he's still trying. That's the funny thing, Spades. He's still trying. He literally just made a video talking about trying to review the whole debate. And spent the hour trying to review that debate. And I ain't talked about him since.
I mean, from what I've seen, I mean, again, like I pulled up and I don't know. It's like I would have to rewatch the stream myself, but I'm not with the whole socialist and blah blah. I'm just a patriot at the end of the day. I want what's best for America. I want what's best for humanity, and I want what's best for the world. Because that's all I care about. And you know, I just want us as humans to move past this weak shit that we're on. And black people are part of humanity, right? So I want blacks to catch up. But I want us to catch up. But it's like I don't know if it's gonna happen. I hope it happens, but I want us to catch up and, you know, move past the I'm being oppressed, move past the oh my god, the white man is quote unquote racist, so I should fight racism with racism. I'm so fucking tired of that shit. Like, be better.
I'm over it. Like, and here's the crazy part about it, right? The crazy part is that white folks don't even acknowledge the shit. Like, they're not even on that type of shit no more. Like, You know what I'm saying? Even the white folks are agreeing with us, with the black folks that are like, yeah, racism is bad. We're not even gonna deny that. Like, okay, you know, we recognize the stuff that happened in the past. So how can we move forward? But then you got those people, those race hustlers, those people that are trying to get that sympathy, try to get that sympathy, points, and trying to take control of the situation. You know what I'm saying? And like you said, fight racism. Well, racism, they are literally trying to take this and turn the tables when it doesn't need to happen. We are no longer oppressed. Like, I hate this. Like, I don't know who keeps thinking this, but in 2021, I need y'all to listen to me. We are no longer oppressed as you think we are. Okay? I don't care about what systems that were in place. It is 2021 right now. I guarantee you, we could be way more successful. We can move past this shit. You know what I'm saying? I really wish, I'm kind of, I was kind of at the point, like I mentioned before in our last time we talked. I really wish that when it came down to it, certain knowledge just wasn't given to us. You know what I'm saying? I understand now why the tree of knowledge of good and evil is a problem, because some people are so stuck on the knowledge that they don't get the lesson. You know what I'm saying? And 13 says real quick, if it helps homie feel better, some already are. Some of you have stepped up and said no more. There are white people who think the same way. To me, that's a bit racist, but I digress. As long as you stand firm and keep denying their bullshit, I'm not oppressed, and I can succeed. Refuse your mindset. I refuse your mindset. Anyway, have a great one. All right, 13. Yeah, that's true. And there's some people that are out there that are waking up. You know what I'm saying? And that's true. And
it's gonna take time, but yeah, that's I was gonna say something, I forgot. I just feel like we're not in 1956 anymore. White people are already, like you said, they're acknowledged. Okay, yeah, racism is fucked up. There's people, the white people are marching with us. Like, yeah. What's the big fucking deal now? Divide and conquer. People are too stupid to see that's the biggest, because when we're separated, we're weak, but when we're together, we can do anything.
Indeed. And it's been proven, bro. Like, it has literally been proven that when we come together, like, nothing, you know what I'm saying, nothing can stop us from gang. Like, even when rival gangs, like, we'll keep it within our race, when rival gangs come together, tie up their bandanas and say we're standing in solidarity, bro, like, that scares those people that are against us like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a beautiful thing for that to happen. You know what I mean? But a lot of people are so stuck on this mindset, instead of taking the time to listen and understand where people are coming from. And this is why, like, when I did that video, I tried to be respectful and say, look, let me give old boy time to let me give him time to talk about this. You know what I'm saying? Let me give him time to to explain why he thinks that, Gothics is being this grifter. And then when we try to move on, okay, well, why does he think that we're being oppressed? We still being oppressed as black people. And it just, I was listening to him, but it's like I'm piecing this stuff together, but it doesn't make, none of it makes sense. Like, you're talking about policies in place that were abolished, that that doesn't even affect us now. You know what I'm saying? Like we don't have the power to get up and move. Like, if we don't want to be in a neighborhood no more, we get the power, we get the money, save up our money, and we move. You feel what I'm saying? Like, if you don't want to be somewhere, you move around. And that goes for no matter what. And people like, oh well, it's police brutality. Police always, when they come to these places, they always handle us. Let me ask you a question, right? I'm gonna ask you this question, Will.
Okay.
So if I tell you, okay, in order for you to get to, let's say, the game store, okay, at the end of the block, right? But you got to go through it's at the far end of the block, but you got two streets you got to go, two streets you can go past. It's an option. Okay, I tell you, Street A, be careful about Street A, because Street A is a bad neighborhood. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
There's gang violence over there.
Right.
Street B is a good neighborhood. You ain't gonna have no problems. Okay. First of all, there's two questions. One, which one would you rather take?
Street B.
Okay.
There's
Now,
no contact. Like
exactly. Now, but if you do have to go through Street A, how are you going to handle that? You're going to be a little bit more on guard. Excuse me, I can't talk. You're going to be a bit more guarded. Why? Because I've told you, and I've told you my experience with Street A. Okay, it's the same thing with the police. If the police know that a certain area is deemed bad, they're going to handle it a little bit more differently than an area that's known to be good, that's known differently. And it's not just limited to race. So if somebody's already thinking, oh well, why does Street A got to be, filled with bad black people? Nobody said anything about race. You thought race. I didn't say that shit. You feel me? You know what I'm saying?
My thing is this. There's ways to deal with the police, man.
Yeah.
Like this I'm so tired of this bullshit. My thing is this. I am 6'2", football size, 300-pound black man.
Yeah.
And the police should quote unquote have every reason to be afraid of me.
Right.
I should be, if police brutality, blah, blah. And yet when I deal with police, I know how to conduct myself. I know how to talk to them. Yeah. I am not emotional. I don't get angry, and I comply.
Yeah.
And I get all scot-free.
Yep.
Simple as that. Now, I'm not saying police brutality isn't a thing,
yeah.
But the thing is, when I see how some of these blacks act, it's like, don't do that.
Yeah.
Don't do that. Don't get in their face. Don't give them a reason. You give that bear a reason, Because if I see the police and I'm like, man, fuck the police, bitch ass nigga, fuck the police, fuck the, yeah. and they arrest me for let's say disturbing the peace or maybe disorderly conduct, I brought that on myself. Versus when because I've dealt with the police, a lot of police, and usually when they ask me questions, I'll be like, hey officer, how you doing, so on and so forth. Oh well, yeah, like I just cordial to them, and if they suspect me of something. Yeah. I'm not gonna resist. It's like, all right, I know I didn't do anything wrong, like what? Because people be like, oh, the reason they're running away from the police is because they're scared. Scared of what? They're scared of being killed. I don't know, bro. I feel like you run away when you got something to hide or you did something wrong. If you ain't did nothing wrong, then lawyer up and deal with them.
Yeah.
Or just comply and they'll let you go.
Exactly.
I feel like if you're running from the police, bro, you must have. I saw this one video. This shit kind of made me cry, bro. I'm gonna make this brief. I saw this one. I don't know if it was cops or a YouTube, but basically this black officer was talking to this black guy. Mm-hmm. This black guy, because like the black guy towards the end was suspected of having drugs.
Right.
This black guy ran from the police officer. He ran, and the police officer, this black officer, caught him.
Yeah.
And the cop asked him, "Why did you run from me?" Because I was scared, bro. Because I was scared. But towards the end, it was exposed that he was buying some drugs. So you ran because you were scared of getting caught for something. Because if I know I ain't did shit wrong, hey, take me to jail. I have the right to because people be forgetting you have that right, bro.
Yeah.
You have the right to remain silent. You ain't gotta say nothing. You be like, hey, bro, I have the right to remain silent. If you go to court, right, so you'll be fine. But if you're running away, I'm not saying all of these cases are like that, but from what I've seen, if you're running away, clearly you're not scared of your life. You're scared. You clearly did something wrong and you're running for a reason.
Yeah.
So I say to counter that, don't run. Just if you did nothing wrong, comply. It sucks. It sucks.
It does. Yeah.
It's a pain in the ass. It fucking sucks, but you live to see another day. And it'll be less... Because if you resist, great, now you got a charge of resisting arrest. If you shut a police officer, great, now you got assaulting a police officer, and it's just gonna pile up. So just comply, keep your cool, keep your composure.
Yeah.
Deal with them.
It's not always easy too. Like, I gotta put that out there because it's not always easy, especially when you're in a stressful situation. if police are called, you know, I mean, it's cool to, I've dealt with the police before too, so there's been times where I've had to, like I said, I've remained calm, and you know, like I said, you just do what you got to do, like whatever they're there for, you know. Hey, let's handle this. Okay, this is what you're there for. Let's talk about it. All right, yeah, nah, this is what happened, officer. You know, blah blah blah, whoop de woo. This is really what happened. They're a little bit emotional about X, Y, and Z. You know, and don't get me wrong, sometimes it does get a little bit heavy because of the emotional weight of the situation. You feel me? And
Right.
you know, it's just the situation. You know, as long as you don't take it out on an officer, you should be okay. And I know it's not always easy, and yes, there are some officers out there that abuse their power. Like we're not. I hate to tell people that. Like, I gotta tell people that. It's like people just act like, you know, we're just bootlicking cops, and it's like, and I hate people that polarize like that, because it's like they don't realize there's nuance to this conversation. And if you do comply, you know what I'm saying, if you do the things like you're talking about, you do your best to comply, you do your best to do all of these things, it does make things go by smoother. You know what I'm saying?
A lot
And
it's like why put more hassle on yourself? Like it'll be more of a pain in the ass. It's kind of like harkening back to fighting games to a degree, to a very small degree, because it's like this. If you lose, you can either get salty, or you can just acknowledge that the person's better than you and move on, because it hurts less. It hurts way less just to comply. If you know you didn't do anything wrong, comply, keep it professional, don't raise your voice. Assure that police officer their safety, and I'm pretty sure they'll assure you your safety. You'll be fine. That's just my opinion, though.
Yeah, no, and you're right. I mean, to me, that's more like a fact, really. If you, and like I said, for the crooked cops out there, they trust me. They need to get, you know, their just desserts and quick, you know. But like I said, that's a whole nother topic. But I honestly think, but us, when it comes to us as a people, Spade says, well, you know what they say, common sense ain't that common. That's true. That is true.
Fact.
That is factual. God, I hate that. I just really wish people like us as a community, sometimes, like from a community standpoint, would be able to be more accepting of other people outside of what they know, or what, you know what I'm saying, what they're comfortable with. Realize that outliers exist. You know, you don't have to, you know, be cool with everybody. You don't have to like everything, but at least be respectable. That's the problem. Be fucking respectable. Like, if you don't agree with the gay community, you don't have to sit up here and make videos bashing them every fucking 5 minutes. You know what I'm saying? Or, you know, or you don't have to go on their Twitter feeds talking about they're going to hell if you're a Christian. Oh, you're going to hell because you like dick up in the booty. Like, you know, like, Jesus Christ. Like, let people live. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Let people live. If that's what they like, you know what I'm saying? Like, if people, like, you know, people like to express themselves via sex. Okay, cool. Women like to go out there. She want to do OnlyFans. If that's your thing, if you want to support that, that's cool. You don't have to support that. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. But then at the same time too, you know, some of these women need to stop acting like all men are trash. That needs to cut the fuck out. Ugh. You know what I'm saying? I can't.
As long as they're not hurting anybody or hurting themselves, I don't care what you do.
Exactly. I mean, like I said, especially. But my thing is, if you put it up public, like this video is public, right? This video is up for public consumption. People can look at this video and say, this is what, and disagree and pick my shit apart, right? They can pick that shit. They have every right to. They can pick my shit apart. They can pick what you're saying apart. You know what I'm saying? You know, they can pick anything, or they can wholeheartedly agree. It is what it is. But at the end of the day, you have the right to speak your piece. And this control factor, that's the part that I don't like, is that control shit. Like, you know, oh, whoa, you know, you don't say what we like you to say. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna cancel you, Will. We're gonna cancel. You're canceled. You're a coon. You're a sellout. Like, fuck that, bro. Like it's annoying, bro. Like I'm not even gonna lie, that shit is annoying because it's like they're literally trying to shame you into their thought process. If you don't think like me, then prepare to be shamed. If you don't think the way I want you to think, then you're racist, you're a bigot, you're all of these things with no evidence, mind you, no evidence.
Yep. Cancel culture, it's the worst.
It's the dumbest thing ever. Like this cancel culture shit is the dumbest thing ever. Like, you know, I'm kind of glad I experienced it last year. Like I literally experienced that shit last year, partially in part because the former group that I was in, the stream group I was in called the Cookout, I was realizing that they weren't about shit. Like they weren't about the inclusive, and they weren't about the inclusion that they say they were for black people. They were all about the people that believed what they want to believe. Anybody who didn't agree with their thing, with whatever their thought process was, they would either ignore you or try to bully you into that. You know what I'm saying? Akira Coops, what's going on, bro? Welcome to the stream. We over here just chatting up with the Demigod, yeah. But I just can't. I don't like that shit, and that's why I got out of that, and then I called him out for it, and then I called out another streamer at the same time. You know what I'm saying? What up, Bruin Leon in the building? You know, like I called out another group of people. I called out another streamer because she was acting funny. I just don't care. I'm at the point to where I do not care about the bullshit. Like if I don't agree with something, I'm gonna let you know about it. Especially if you are in the public eye or you put out a public video. If you put out something I don't agree with it, I'm gonna let you know about it. It's for public consumption. And people need to get over this idea that shit, just because you have the right to freedom of speech, that's cool. So does everybody else. Anybody else that watches this video has the right to freedom of speech. If you don't agree with anything I say, you have a right to say it. But you also have a right to respect me as a human being too. That's why I cussed out old boy and told him he was acting like a jealous bitch, because I don't play that. I'm not one of these little kids you be talking to. Like, I don't care about none of that shit. Looking like somebody's auntie. Just saying, like, we gotta do better, bro. Us as black people in general. It is what it is. Yeah, but I think us as black people, we really gotta do better and stop entertaining. That's what it is, because we just gotta stop entertaining the bullshit. Like, we need to have better notions. Like, it's not okay to steal. You know what I'm saying? Unless you absolutely have to. And we're not in that place where we absolutely have to. We're not in some third world country. We're not. Okay, you don't need to be stealing from no Walgreens. You don't need to be, going behind a corner store. You know what I'm saying? Treat people with some damn decency, bro. Like, like I swear, like, us as a people, we need to sit back, and we just really need to sit back and look at how we treat other people. Look at how we treat like these Asian people, bro. Like, stop Asian hate. Nobody was saying stop Asian hate when people were beating up, when there's black people beating up on the elderly Asian people. Nobody was saying stop Asian hate. Nobody was saying stop Asian hate when a black dude was beating up an Asian dude on the bus, on a train, rather. Excuse me. You feel me? Nobody was doing it. The stop Asian hate wasn't a hashtag. But as soon as somebody that they thought was white did that mass murdering spree of, I think, about 8 people, 6 of them being of Asian descent, stop Asian hate was a thing. Like, only white people are capable of violence. Like, black on black crime doesn't exist. But I'm the bad guy for pointing it out, though. All right.
Weak people, man.
You know what I'm saying? And then what makes it even crazier, that these weak people are the ones that, you know what? Here's the crazy thing that what we can learn from these weak people, bro. These weak people, they come together. whether you like it, whether you like them or not, they know how to come together. That's the crazy part about the shit. They come together and they unite like a motherfucker. You feel me?
Yeah, because they're unified.
Yeah, they're unified in their stupidity. Like you know what I'm saying? It's like I've never seen a bunch of stupid people in one group until I've dealt with these type of people. Like, it's just weird. And it's always the same people. It's either, if it's on Twitter, it's an anime avatar or some random ass picture. Never their real face. They always hide behind that. They always hide behind some anime, because if you show them their face, they're exposed. No content, but they want to talk shit about yours.
Yep.
Like, they're just weak. But that's something we need to learn from them. Like, honestly, you know, connect with people that you resonate with, or they feel exposed. Exactly. Space, we right here, Space. We right here. Like, but that's the thing. Connect with people that you resonate with. Like, I connect with you, Will. Like, you dope as fuck. I know we don't always, like, I know we be missing each other from time to time, but like I said, I gotta get back on my bullshit. You know what I'm saying? I'm getting back on my bullshit. Getting back on that. You know, we gonna be connecting, working on some stuff. I know we've been talking on some stuff off stream. You know, Ace of Spades, Ruin Leon, you know, everybody that, you know, that we talk with, Unlucky 13, that I talk with, everybody in my community that I talk with on a regular basis, you know what I'm saying? True Draco Wolf and all that. And it just takes work to connect with each other. You know what I'm saying? I think once we get past that and we treat each other with some genuine respect, I think we'd be good. You know what I'm saying?
Agree.
We don't have to agree on everything. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, we don't have to agree on anything. I know a lot of people don't like the, you know, like the idea of sex work. I know there's a lot of people out there who don't like the idea of OnlyFans. Me personally, I don't give two shits. Like, I support it. You know what I'm saying? Girls that do it, hey, cool. That's you. That's your choice. You know what I'm saying? And if you do a good enough job, I might pay for a couple of them. It is what it is. Am I simping? No. Because simping would imply that I'm desperate.
That simp really blew up with the iDub shit because, his girlfriend was doing the OnlyFans and he's a simp. What people don't realize is, call iDubs what you want. At the end of the day, he's hitting that.
Yeah, that's true.
So,
that's what they agreed on. That's communication. You know what I'm saying? What up, Live at 5 Studios in the building? How are you, man? We just over here, you know, shooting the breeze, man. But when it comes down to it, like, I know a lot of people don't like that idea, and it's, to be honest, it's fair. Like, it's a fair assumption. I tell that to anybody. Like, it's fair. If you don't like the idea of, you know, your girl showing her goodies to anybody else, that's fine. You know what I'm saying? That's understandable. You know, but there's also nuance set. So if she was doing that before she met you, you can't be mad. You understand? Like, she was doing that shit before she met you, you can't be mad at it. You can't be mad, like, at all, right? Because she was doing this. She's been doing this. Matter of fact, that's probably how she got, you know, that's how you got she got your attention, because you saw she looked good, and then you wanted to know more about her. Y'all started hitting it off. It is what it is. So it's like, at the end of the day, how it's communication. You know, and Akira, you got it right. You know, I go by the rule of, we're not going to agree on some things, but if you're nice to me, I'm nice to you. That's the bottom line. That's what it should be. But it's become this idea of, because I like you, and because I like you, I want you to be my version of you. And that's dangerous. That is the most dangerous thing you can do. Is hold somebody to a standard that you have of them in your head. Like, don't do that. You know what I'm saying? You give people, for anybody that's looking for friends, give your friends space to grow. Like, give your friends space to be there. You know what I'm saying? And don't just rush into friendships either. That's the other problem. It's 2021. We got too many people rushing friendships too. That shit crazy. Niggas just, they talk to you one time. Oh, that's my friend now.
Hey, I don't know about all that one.
Yeah, right. Niggas like, wait a minute, I just met you last week. You know, I hate that either you're with me or against me. Like there's no middle ground with these people. That applies to war. That's the problem. That mentality applies to a war mind state, and I hate when people do that. But let me read what Spade says. He says, if I have to say this, we all need to do just one thing. We all just need to understand, to communicate, and to be rational, and to understand that we all have different views on life. But it doesn't mean to shame or just disengage and blast people for different viewpoints. That's how it is. Respect each other in different views, different opinions, and most of all, different choices in life. Regardless, if you don't like the choices, respect them. Yeah, that's true. Now, I will tell you there are certain choices that you shouldn't be making. I'm just going to tell you that right now. Or if you're going to do something, you got to be careful of. Like, for example, if you are doing, sex work, be careful what you're looking, be careful how there's people going to perceive you a certain way. Dangerous voice in the building. How you doing, my guy? Welcome in. Good to see you. You got to be careful. There's certain people that's just not going to take you seriously because you do sex work. It is what it is. But truth be told, they're not for you no way. Look what happened to Ron Jim. Oh my God. Man's behind bars for life. Yeah, that's true. That's true. You got to be careful. Got to be careful. Got to be more careful, man. But I think us especially us within the black community, I think we have some work to do. We do.
Got a lot of work to do.
We got so much fucking work to do. Like we've made progress. I'm not gonna sit there and say we haven't made we haven't made no progress. But we need to get rid of this mentality. We gotta get rid of this victim mindset. We gotta get rid of it. Gotta get rid of it. Gotta get rid of this victim mindset. Gotta get rid of this clout chasing shit. Like, don't get me wrong, we all chase clout for something, for one way or another, but like, get away from just like, I'm talking about like chasing clout to be chasing clout, like, and have no substance with your shit. You know what I'm saying? You remember when we was when we had the Dynasty MCN. What was it? You don't remember when I always used to tell you like to tap into the mainstream to generate your own stream? You remember that?
Right.
Yeah. That right there. That right there. Like that's what people need to do. Like, that's literally what people need to do. If you're gonna content create, for anybody that's content creating, that is the biggest thing I tell anybody, especially people that's gonna be repping my brand, the Dynasty brand. Like, that's gonna carry that weight. That's gonna carry that weight with me. You figure out what you want to do with your content, and let's go. Let's push that. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's do that, because that's what it takes. It takes work. It takes, whether it's whatever you decide to do, reaction videos, even fighting game stuff, like like we was talking about at the top of this conversation. It takes work, and you have to be willing to put in the work. There is no magical overnight button. Yeah, you might get, you might tap into something that might get you some views, but it is crazy that last live stream I did, bro, literally at 1.6K as of right now. Was not expecting that to hit like that. Was not expecting it to hit, but it happened. You know what I'm saying? So I gotta keep it going. You feel me? I gotta keep it going, and gotta keep it going, bro. Like, and I gotta keep it going for not just for y'all that enjoy my content, but mainly for myself, because like I said, this is what I've always been telling y'all. This is what I want to do. I don't want to be working on 9 to 5. Fuck that. I don't care about none of that shit. I don't care about none of that shit. Tired of making other folks rich and not me. And we ain't got to worry about no socialism. Like, I ain't got to worry about no socialism, no none of that shit. We got capitalism. We can do that. We got people trying to illegally come into this country because they know that they can make money here, and they can be set for life if they put in some work. That's a damn shame. You got folks that live here that hate this country. I can't, bro. I I can't.
Because I feel like if you hate a place so much, then get out of it.
I can't, bro.
Like if I'm studying saying I hate Minnesota. Okay, well, get out of it then.
Like, what sense does that make? Like, you keep saying you hate Minnesota, but yet you still in Minnesota. You know what I'm saying? You hate Minnesota, but you over here, you live in Minnesota. You get jobs, or you grinding in Minnesota. You got the Minnesota hat and the T-shirt. Oh, I hate it here, but you still got the hat and the T-shirt.
Exactly.
Like, it don't make no damn sense.
Either leave or do what you can to make what you hate better.
That's the problem. Yep.
But apparently saying that makes me some sort of conservative. Okay, whatever. Eat one.
It's like, it's stupid. It's like, it's not. I mean, it might be a conservative talking point, but it's like, it's self accountability. Like, get yourself up, dust yourself off, grab yourself by the bootstraps. Let's go. Pull yourself up. Let's move. Like, how hard is that?
It's not hard. They make it hard.
I'm saying,
because being a victim and being weak and being stupid is way easier than rising up with a full heart.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
It's easy for me to be like, Mario, help me, Mario. Like, yeah, okay. Versus just, breaking out of the damn castle myself.
Yeah.
Fuck Princess Peach.
Yep. Hey, she be over here tripping too.
And what pisses me off about Princess Peach is she has hands.
Right.
She just relies so much on Mario. And you can apply that same logic in IRL. There's so many people crying about, oh, I'm oppressed and I'm this and I'm that. Well, what the fuck are you gonna do about it then? Yeah. How can we reverse these? And again, it's like, okay, you're oppressed, but also I feel like people should focus, like black people should really address and focus on the problems in their own community. I don't want the hood to be called the hood no more. The hood to be called, the community, the black community, like something else other than the hood.
Yeah.
The trench.
Yeah, I feel that. Yo, we getting all the subs in. Thank y'all so much for the subs, man. I appreciate it. We gotta do something. Like I think we just gotta get out of that mentality. Like we gotta get out of that. Not everybody is trying to get you. I hate when people try to speak for me. Oh man, I hate that too, Akira. Like, you're a black person. You must really have your life hard. You must really, it must be hard for you. No, the cops don't bother me like that. I get more hate from my own people than I do the cops. I have a bigger chance of getting struck by my black neighbor than I do a cop.
Message.
Just saying.
Message. And that is true. You got more of a chance getting blasted by one of your own than a police officer.
Exactly. You do. And it's honestly, it's sad. And matter of fact, not only do I have a bigger chance of getting blasted by my own people, I also have a higher chance of getting struck by lightning too.
That is wild. Not saying I disagree, but it's like, holy shit.
I'm just saying that's what it is. You know what I'm saying? That's why we always got to stay with it. I feel it. That's exactly why. I don't, if for those who can, and for those who can, my little bit of advice for y'all, man. I would say pick up if you can pick up a martial arts discipline, or if you can pick up a gun. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Pick up a weapon.
Legally.
Yep.
Get you one, because you got to protect yourself at all times. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I feel it. Yeah. You say you got you one? Yeah, you just got you one, right?
Yeah, 9mm.
Nice. Yes, sir. My man's got the 9mm on there.
Like the neighborhood I live in now, it's like more. It's like more chill and more hipster and shit over here compared to where I used to be, right, which was the hood. You know what I'm saying? So right. I would walk around with it on my holster, But around here, I just walk around with it in my backpack. You know what I'm saying? Because I always carry it with me, but it's like, around here, I just doubt that anyone will really fuck with me compared to like where I used to be. Them niggas over there were ignorant.
Right, they was ready. They was like you was ready for it. Like, which one of y'all gonna pop off today? Which one of y'all mother?
Yep.
And since you got I know you said you took the class, so you already know. So, and that's the important thing about the class. Like, they teach you how to handle the weapon and why it's important. You know what I'm saying? To handle it in a certain way. I know different states have different laws and stuff. Especially I know like Florida has stand your ground law. I know Texas.
We don't have stand your ground.
Yeah, I know y'all don't have that. Some places have it, some places don't. And I know, but anytime like if you do deal with a police officer, you do have to like let them know that, hey, officer, I do have a registered weapon and stuff like that. And the fact that they're trying to take that away, you know what I'm saying? Like you can't do that, bro. Like it ain't gonna happen. Fuck that shit.
Wait, I mean, it's literally the second. I think it was the Second Amendment, right?
Yes,
the right to bear arms. Like there's nothing you fuckers can do. Just let it go. Like you can't say, oh, let's take away the guns. No, because even if you do, I remember reading up on once upon a time ago, beer was illegal. And folks was still smuggling in beer. So
that's how moonshine was made too, by the way. If you're talking about the prohibition, that was during the time moonshine was made too.
Right. So people would still find a way to smuggle in guns even if you took them all away. So if someone breaks in your house with a gun and you don't have nothing to defend yourself, what are you going to do?
Right. Or if the government comes in and tries to do some shit, guess what? You're fucked. Because they got guns. They got the guns. Matter of fact, they got the heavy shits. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. They got the heavy shits, and for no reason they going into residential areas with the heavy shits. It's like, for what? Because you ain't got no gun at the time. You know, and it's like like that. That's what they're trying to do. And Akira, yeah, you're right. It's one of the 5 main freedoms. It's like, y'all, these people need to leave our freedoms the fuck alone. Like that. Cut that shit the fuck out. You can't be that motherfucking bored, with your life and too comfortable with your life to where you're fucking up with people's freedoms, or you're fucking offended because somebody says something that you didn't like, or you don't like guns, so we want to get rid of it. I'm like, you're not gonna get rid of racism. Like, honestly, one thing I've learned, like in this life, man, you're not gonna get rid of racism. Like, there's always gonna be somebody out there that don't like you, or that's gonna be racist. You're not gonna fully get rid of that. Like, somebody talked about like the utopianism thing. Like, there's literally not gonna be really much of a utopia, at least not here. It could get close, but like there's gonna be no actual full-on utopia where like everybody's gonna be like, there's gonna be no guns, no war, none of that. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, it's how you handle the shit, bro. Like, I guarantee you people will have a lot more respect. I have a lot more respect for somebody in the KKK, because I know what they're doing. I know what they're up to. We know what they're up to. We know what the people in the KKK talk about. I know they don't like my black ass. Okay? Right. And I don't give 2 shits about them either. So we know that they can stay the fuck over there in their little area, okay, in the middle of, you know what I'm saying, bumfuck Egypt. Stay right the fuck there and leave me the fuck alone. You feel me?
Yeah.
But the minute they start coming out here, coming into my house, with some hoods on and talking about you gonna do this, that, and the third, it's a wrap. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And I think that's where people need to understand, like, live and let live. Like, if that's what it is, okay. If somebody is fucking with you, then you handle your business. If not, leave them the fuck alone. It's just, us as a people, we need to stop. We need to cut the shit out, bro. We gotta stop picking on, stop picking on the white folks, stop picking on the Asians. Damn it.
And then cry when we get picked on.
Bro, I'm telling you, bro, they literally like we don't spend money at their shops. We have the highest spending power out of all. Like, it's been proven that we have the highest spending power, my guy. Like, we spend so much money on a whole bunch of shit. and we, especially the Asians love our business. You know what I'm saying? Whether it's the food, the nail shops, the hair, beauty salons, all that. You know, and all these, like the gas stations with the Arabs. You know what I'm saying? White folks at their stores. You know what I'm saying? But when it comes to our stores, we want to get mad. And granted too, some of the prices do be a little bit outlandish, but you know, shit, spades. I know it. Ramen shops be slapping out, and they do love us too, man. They love us, especially when we got the money. But we gotta stop beating up on these people. Like, we gotta stop treating them with disrespect. Cause I'm telling you, just because the the Asians they're a little bit more humble, that don't mean it's a free pass. Y'all wildin', bro. They love us, man.
The Asians, Latinos, them niggas are united.
Oh, bruh.
It's crazy how united they are.
Bruh, I'm telling you, the Asians can have a whole gang issue in little Asia. They can have a little China, you know what I'm saying, in your little city, and have a whole gang problem. But let somebody from the outside come in, they not gonna, they gonna be like, nope, ain't nothing wrong, nothing to see here. Shit, they gonna be, and then they gonna go right back to having their little problems. Just telling you, bro. But black folks, for some reason, we out here, we just the fact of me saying that, I barely get called a coon for that. Like
crazy.
I ain't been called that one already. Y'all going to
you're not allowed. you're not allowed to critique your own. I can critique Asians and whites and Latinos all I want to, but once you critique your own, oh, you ain't with me, you against me, you're a coon. Yeah, like, oh, I can't hold my own accountable. Okay, choke on it then,
bro. Those are the first ones I hold accountable. I'm like, bro, why you stealing from that shop? Like, why you stealing from that shop? You just bought something from there last week. They love you over there.
Someone brought up
they keep the
Fresh Prince of Bel-Air in my comment section of where I was called a coon and sellout. And these people are the real sellouts, because as I rewatched that episode and as I rewatched that moment where Carlton basically said being black isn't something that I'm trying to be, it's what I am. Yeah. I'm running the same race you are, so why are you tripping me up? You said we should stick together. Yeah. You don't know what that means. So these people who are like, oh, you're a coon, you're a sellout, you're this, you're that, they're the real sellouts. Because it's like, okay, how am I a sellout? I'm not selling you out to who? Why? Because I'm disagreeing with something, or I'm thinking for myself. You're thinking for yourself. Yep. Basically, these people believe that, again, it's like what Joe Biden said. They all think all of us black people are supposed to think the same way.
Yep, the hive mind. Yep, and we are as different as night from day, bro. Like, just like just like you have different types of white people. You got the rednecks. You got, you got the you got all of them. You got the skinheads. You got all of them.
You got the hipsters. You got the liberals. You got different flavors of white people, and there are different flavors of black people.
Exactly, and they could be the same ones. Uncle Witch, thank you for the alert, man. I hope you're doing well.
It's crazy how many people. What's good, Uncle Witch? It's crazy how many people watch the Boondocks and they don't get it. The different types of black people be right in your face. You got Granddad, who has the mindset of whatever's convenient. You got Uncle Ruckus, who literally is an Uncle Tom. You have Tom, who is like, the not hood black person. You know what I'm saying? The more middle class preppy.
Yeah, the preppy. The preppy, the lame, the preppy, or the considered the quote unquote lame dude. Yeah, true.
You got the rebel or the revolutionary black person who is Huey Freeman. You have the misguided. You got the misguided hoodlum who is Riley. You have Jasmine who is innocent. You have different, and it's right there. There's so many of us where it's like you got the
pimp name from a pimp named Slipback. Yep, you sure do. You got everybody.
My name is a pimp named Slickback, like a Tribe Called Question. Say the whole thing.
Yeah, but yeah, man, that shit crazy, man. You right.
You know what I'm saying? It's like you got like so many flavors of black people. So many flavors of Asians. You got the ghetto black, you got the non-ghetto black, you got the gamer black, you got the gothic black, you got
Yeah.
And it's like we all don't think the same. And it's like once we get out of this dumbass brainwashed mindset of, oh, we're all the same. No, we're not. And that's what makes us beautiful. What if black people were literally all the same? What the fuck? Come on, bro.
That would be the most racist piece of shit ever. Man, look. You thought those racist cartoons was bad, bro. It would have been just like a page out of those racist cartoons you've reviewed.
Right. I was called a coon for literally saying racist cartoons should not have any power over you because they're cartoons. They're almost 100 years old. They're in the past. Let's not sweep these under the rug and let's watch them, address them, and laugh at how stupid they are.
Yeah.
Basically giving ourselves power again. No, I want to be a victim. I want to be oppressed. Fucking bitch. Fine, be a bitch then, but don't call me a coon because I'm deciding not to be some wimpy, silly nanny victim.
But then they want to sit up here and make, they want to sit up here and praise these videos that do the exact same thing against white people.
Right.
And Asians too. Like those are the best, like honestly, those are the best cartoons or the best videos. The ones that the comedians that be talking about everybody. Because, if people want to talk about, we don't have privilege. For the folks that talk about we ain't got no privilege. And I think a comedian said this. I forgot who said it. I think it was a comedian, but he said, and I'm kind of quoting this. He said, if you want to see who has privilege, look at who you cannot make fun of. If you want to see who's privileged, look at who you cannot make fun of. And I'm telling you that there's a whole lot of people. What, you can't make fun of the gays now. You can't make fun of LGBTQ. You can't make fun of black women. You can't make fun of and these people are, most of these people are like, I'm talking about the real folks. Like they fighting just for acceptance. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like going back to fighting games, like, like Broly Legs. That dude he want to play like everybody else. You feel me? He want to be, and he good. He good really? He was good at Street Fighter. That dude was killing. You know what I'm saying? He was playing with his mouth. Bro. There was another dude by the name of Wheels. His stage name UA Wheels. Shout out to him. He's confined to a motorized wheelchair. And he got things with his hands. Like, he plays with his hands, but he's got to play like a special way with his hands. But he still be doing good in Killer Instinct. He's good. They just want to do the things that they love.
No excuses. None,
bro. But yet we got people over here, able-bodied motherfuckers over here trying to talk about, oh well, I feel bad for you. We should do this dumb things now, man. Okay, yeah, that's cool to make things easier for some people, but like some people, they don't want that shit. They just like, look, bro, I'll take this. Look, you ain't got to make a ramp for me. I'll take the stairs. You know what I'm saying? And at the end of the day, it's just us, especially once again going back to us as black folks. Because I'm gonna talk more about us as black folks, because we gotta stop acting like we the shit, like we can't be corrected. That's the problem that get me. We gotta stop that shit. Gotta stop that shit. And then I think once we get past that shit, we will be better. Like, be more respectful. Just, we be more respectful towards people. Be more respectful towards people. Just no matter what you are. Like, if you see somebody that's living a different life than you, you know what I'm saying? Like, you that part, Spades. You know what I'm saying? Like, True Draco, what's the problem, man? And like, just, I think once we get that out the way and respect people's boundaries, because black folks in boundaries, they don't, they don't like respecting black folks' boundaries. That shit. They be all up in people's shit. They over here be trying to tell on the neighbors to get a quick buck. Can we get out of that, please? Can we stop that? That's the other thing we need to stop. We need to stop this snitching.
Shit, no, the fuck we don't.
Folks need to stop snitching. Like, I'm talking about bullshit snitching. I'm talking about.
Oh, you talking about just tattletale.
I'm talking snitching. I'm talking straight tattletelling like a motherfucker. Like, Every time
Seven.
somebody doing something wrong. Now I'm talking now if your life at stake, okay, now let me make this clear. If your life at stake, yeah, the gossip shits, yeah. Like if your life at stake and it's either you or them, then okay, handle your business. I have no qualms with that. But when it comes down to you just over here chilling and you see something that you think going on and you just want to run and go tell it, and it's just, oh, you think somebody's stealing. Snitches will get stitches and wind up in ditches. Yeah. We need to stop that shit. And that goes for all across the board. Because we know some white folks are snitching. But we talking about some black folks that do it too. And they want to be petty. I know some petty motherfuckers, boy. Petty. Petty like a motherfucker, boy. We just gotta come together, bro. I think us as black folks, we gotta come together, man. We gotta do it. We gotta do it. Ain't no two ways about it. Ain't no ifs, ands, or buts. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no ifs, ands, or buts about it. But man, I'm gonna anything you want to add, Will? Anything?
I pretty much ain't got nothing else to say. I mean, shit.
The
Like,
Karen law. The Karen law.
like, shit. I get what you're saying. Like on some dumbass little tattletale gossipy shit. Fine. I thought you was talking about the other type of snitch. I'm like, shit.
Nah,
I'm gonna be like Bernie Mac when he went on stage on Def Jam. I'm telling on everybody. Nigga.
No, oh my God, yes, I heard about that movie. That movie was trash. But no, I'm just like the Karen movie trailer, the Karen movie. It was trying to be like Get Out. Basically, they trying to copy that Get Out formula, and it doesn't work like that.
I didn't fuck with Get Out like that.
I mean either, but you know.
I just felt like it was overrated, bro. I was like, it's good, but it wasn't like that good. Like, but that's just my opinion, though. If people fucks with it, then that's all fine and there.
Bro, I'm not even. No, bro. We ain't even gonna lie to you, bro. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I'm not doing it. Doing it, but I'm just like, nah, bro. Just, I think that honestly.
Like, I'm trying to think. Like, one horror movie I just couldn't get in. I couldn't watch. I can't. Hostel 1 and 2. Fuck that shit, boy. I'm not watching. I could not do, because the fact that was actually happening IRL. I
can't.
So,
I'm not about to do it. BX Beast Boy, yes sir. Welcome in. Good to see y'all. But I'm about to end it right now. End the stream up, man. Like I said, I'm over here trying to get this content up for you guys, man. I just wanted to sit here and chat. This was already planned. I want to do a little bit more of these, and then, like I said, so many things that I want to do personally with my content.
Right.
You know, that I'm trying to do. Like I said, I want to get some more fighting game content in. I mean, I need to get back to playing some damn motherfucking Killer Instinct since I got it.
Yeah, I just started trying to, because I'm trying to get into KI and VF. Because I still have KI on my computer, and I still think that game looks swaggy. It's just I got to do like crazy research on how to get better at it. Or hell, if you can, sometimes sensei me, nigga, because I don't know shit. I did not go.
I got you. Look, I was helping my homeboy Dark Rilla with that. I got you. Maybe we can make that. Maybe I can be some content somewhere. I don't know.
Absolutely.
Oh, yeah. Oh, Taji. Yeah, yes sir. Like I said, I'm glad to see y'all. Some of y'all come through, man. Like I said, we out here vibing, having a good time, man. And sometimes I think that's what it's about. A lot of that clickbaity shit. Sometimes everybody want to have that clickbaity shit, man. Sometimes you just need to fucking chill the fuck out. Everybody, oh my, high energy, high octane. That's why some of y'all act like some of y'all got ADHD now, because you always got that always moving around shit. Like, sometimes you just gotta chill the fuck out.
And I just want to say, for the record, fuck each and every single Octane player on all platforms. Y'all niggas suck. Let me stop. I'm talking about Apex. Like, bro, there's a curse going around, bro.
Oh, no.
The curse is, if your Octane ain't Will, then you gonna get killed. Now, you wanna know what makes this funny?
Yeah.
Heaven, you know Heaven in Discord, bro.
Yeah.
Well, he did not run into bad Octane players until I said that. For like a past couple of months, he's like, nigga, Will, fuck you, because I haven't ran into a good Octane player since you said that shit, you piece of shit. And I'm like,
Oopsies. Oops, my bad. That's all you can. That's all you can do is oops, my bad. You know.
yeah.
I can't wait. I want to get this. Yo, I really want to get this Guilty Gear Strive. Like I really want it. Like I don't know why, but I really. God damn it!
Yeah,
I want.
if it wasn't for me fucking moving, I would have hooked you up, man. This is
I appreciate you.
bad timing.
Understandable. Like I told you, I was like, man, we still. Like I said, I still got to get you on those thumbnails. I know we talked about that for a minute. We'll talk more. Talk about that over
because
the coming days, man.
Yeah, because it's like I'm trying to, cause like, or hell, even if, cause I want to get better at making thumbnails too. So even if you like can take time of your day to teach me, like maybe I don't know if you do like paid sessions or whatever. But regardless, it's like I do want to get better at thumbnail specific, because I feel like content wise, I know what I want to do is just the thumbnails, and I'm ass at them ish.
Yeah, and it's really, honestly, once you get it down, it's like it's really easy. You just get you a and I'm kind of like oversimplifying it, but like get you once you get a template or an idea how you want to run it, it's really easy. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, you get your whatever you're talking about, however you want to do it, because there's different ways to do it. You know, if you want to play it according to the what's currently popular right now, you can definitely do that. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, yeah, we'll definitely be talking. We'll probably talk a little bit more off stream if you're down with that. But
absolutely. After this, I might get off because like I want to make me something to eat and chill. But I just want to say for the record, it has definitely been a pleasure. You know, you having me on. It's been a pleasure talking to you, man, and I appreciate you for having me on streaming.
Not a problem. Matter of fact, let me. I'm gonna pull this up on the screen here. Yo, we gotta get you more on those gaming clips, bro. Those gaming clips. That in your Robotnik voice, man, and
gaming what?
Your gaming stuff, man. Your gaming clips. You know what I'm saying? Your gaming vids and all of that. Did you put back up that Tetris one, or no?
On my other channel, yeah, it's Universal Gaming.
Okay, got you. Okay.
So if you scroll down all the way, you will see it.
Okay, I see it. Universal Gaming. Yeah, I got you. Okay, I have to look into that. But yeah, like I said, yeah. And then I know a lot of people have been asking you about the about the parodies and stuff. I know you like I know you be wanting to punch them dead in the mouth.
And that's probably going to take some time because I got to get situated. I have to get some soundproof foam. Because it's like with parodies, I have to yell.
Yeah.
And I don't want people like, oh, what the fuck is going on? And blah, 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 blah. So it's like, I have to, because I don't want to be like, I want to scream and make them authentic. And not to mention, you know, the hardest thing to do right now, with especially Sonic himself, is Sonic. Basically, his mindset is different. He's a lot like me now.
Yeah.
Where I can't even do the old Sonic voice anymore, for the simple fact that like my voice has gotten deeper. So I can't do the yo nigga, because it's gonna hurt my voice. It's like shit. So I have to like. So I kind of have Sonic talk more like this now, with a little bit of a fucking whatchamacallit, like an accent or something. I don't know, fucking Jersey or something. Like, you know, like, yo, suck a dick. You know, the greatest of me, dumbass nigga. See, that's Sonic.
Yeah. I feel that. Yeah, the voice has changed.
That's the voice I'm trying to go for.
But Eggman's easy. All you gotta do is talk like, you know.
Eggman's just, no, you fucking hedgehog. No, it's like I gotta yell as Eggman though, and I gotta stand up. I can't sit down as Eggman, bro. Like, for me to do that voice, I gotta put energy into it.
Yeah. Because it does sound like energy. Yeah.
Well, how I came up with that voice was actually kind of by like, I watched two parodies that I liked back then, Double the North Star and Nun Piece.
Okay.
Yeah, I took the voice of Luffy from Nun Piece, and then one character, I think his name was Heart, or I think his name was Club, and used those voices together, because Club talked more like this, Diamond Royal, and then fucking None Piece Luffy talked like, come back to me, bro. And so I'm like, fucking hey, and blah, blah. So it's like, I just put them together and went from there.
Yeah, and then now, because now it makes you sound like Martin Luther King.
It's like everybody was like, man, shut your Martin Luther. Everybody back then used to say, bro, he sounds like Martin Luther. I actually think that's how we met, bro. I think we met through Sonic the Ghetto Hog. I could be wrong. I think that might have been how.
Yeah, that was partially how we met. Was through that, I think, if I remember correctly. And everybody coming in, BSG, yes, Jim Carrey, welcome. Welcome BSG. Yes, Jim Carrey did play Imperfect in the movie. Yes, yeah, Knuckles. Yes, yeah, he did a good job. I was actually kind of scared. I ain't gonna lie, I was scared. I'm not gonna lie, kind of nervous about it. But yes, but as far as like, oh yeah, Spades has a far-fetched question. He said, is there going to be a second part of Mega Man X parody?
See, that's what makes it hard, because there's not many clips of. It's just that one OVA. Like if Mega Man X had like an anime series, I would love to do more with it. What I actually want to do sometime down the road, is what Devil Artemis and Team 4 Star is doing now, where they can make 3D, MMD, or Source Filmmaker or Blender parodies where you have way more freedom. Someday I actually want to learn how to animate to where I can have more freedoms instead of worrying about copyrights. Right. That's my goal so far. I would love to do that one day.
Right, I feel that. Yeah, that, or getting with a team of people. And I know that, like I said, I know a lot of people have been asking about the parodies and stuff, and it's like I be having to tell people, man, shut up, let that man breathe. If he wants to do a parody, you gonna get one. Just leave it alone. Because I understand.
It takes time. That's what people don't understand. They take time.
Yeah, and like script writing, all of that, bro.
Like back in the day, I didn't care because I was new to it, and I just got the shittiest quality stuff, and then just freestyle. But now it's like Sonic the Ghetto Hog or Ghetto Blaze Blue. It's like I want the best quality. I don't want to give you guys shit content or shit episodes I don't fuck with. That's why I don't like Donald Got Trump, that episode, and took it down. Because it wasn't a bad episode. I just felt like I hopped on a bandwagon and it just aged terribly. So that's what I felt. I just felt like, oh, everybody's getting on Trump, so let me get on him too. And I get it was funny, but it just didn't work for me. I feel like that's not me. That's not what Sonic the Ghetto Hog originally was just conversations.
Yeah.
Episode 1, 2, 3, 4. Conversations.
Right. Just random outlandish stuff, and that's what made it fun. And then, sometimes it's all right to go certain routes, and it's sometimes it's to be expected. But as one thing I expected is as you grow, the content grows, and that's one of the things that a lot of people, I think, a lot of audience members, the consumers, they don't understand that sometimes. I feel it's like they don't get that, like, as a person grows, the content can grow or change direction or just completely stop, and it's sad, because it's like, I know sometimes it's like, all right, yeah, I like you like this, you like it, why, why you understand why you like it, or that you like it, but sometimes it's just not conducive for the creators. And sometimes it's a hard decision to make sometimes, but hey, sometimes you may got to put it down for a little bit. You know what I mean? But
yeah, because like Team 4 Star, probably a lot of people felt like, oh, their channel's gonna die because they're not doing the parodies no more. They're doing just fucking fine now, and I actually kind of like the shit, the Hell in a Cell and stuff. I actually kind of like what they're doing with Cell now. Like I love it. Like it's actually hilarious. Like they're actually doing their own things. Like what I want to do is learn how to animate, and I can do. Because my favorite parodies that I've ever made was episode 14 of Sonic the Ghetto Hog and Night of the Ghetto Hog. Night of the Ghetto Hog, because what I want to do is the misadventures of Chip and Sonic, where Sonic and Chip, they go to different actual universes and get into fucking bullshit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I love Sonic Unleashed. Then with the parodies, I want to do more with Team Chaotix, but they're not in a lot of episodes. So maybe I can be like, make a series where Team Chaotix do some detective shit, but they're ass at it.
Yeah.
Shenanigans.
Yeah, shenanigans.
So,
yeah, that works.
I would love that. I would absolutely fucking love that. But again, these things take time. blood, sweat, tears, and effort. It's like a fucking fighting game. You gotta put in the work.
Yeah, indeed. You got to put in the work, and it takes planning. When you're doing those parodies, it does take planning. It definitely it takes a lot of planning when you're doing those, because you're basically rewriting a whole story, and you're seeing what's available, and then you're just going from there. So it definitely makes sense. And that's one of the things I've always I've enjoyed. And then of course when you transitioned over to the I remember getting a spot in when you did the parody for the Street Fighter parody. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, Spades, get your stuff up and put it up on the damn YouTube channel. Quit
I'd
playing.
love to continue that one day. Get some fucking Street Fighter sprites and go from there. You have more freedom.
Yeah, true that. You know, people doing that. You know, I remember us doing that, and then what else? I remember you did Five Nights at Freddy's. That's when you really took off. When you did the Five Nights at Freddy's.
It was extremely trendy, and
it was good. Like it was good. Like you carried that. Like that was like I said, yes.
Like I took down a few, but kept the one I loved, and that was How to Make Five Nights at Freddy's 1. See, what I did, everyone was doing the whole How to Make Five Nights at Freddy's 1, 2 going, but I did How to Make all of them funny, 1, 2, and 3.
Yeah.
That one was my favorite, and I decided to keep that one up.
Yeah.
And took the rest down, but someone snagged those, good snag, archived them, and put them on Daily Motion.
Okay, gotcha.
Yes, absolutely.
Fair
Actually, shout that channel out too. And shout outs to you, Lawrence, bro. You've been on the grind. You've been working hard, man. I may not speak much over here because, you know, I be busy myself, but when I get the chance, I will pull up. And if you ever have a topic and I have the time that you know, I would love to pull up and chill and so on and so forth.
Indeed, bro. We gonna get it going. And like I said, I definitely as far as like music and stuff, like I'm gonna get back in touch with a lot of different people and a lot of different things, man. Like I said, that was been one of my biggest things, is getting in touch with people and staying in touch with people, because yeah, you know, dealing with dummies sometimes has a way of fucking up shit.
Oh, I know. I dealt with a 3-letter dummy. Trust me, I know.
Bro, I know it. It's just, you know, dealing with especially with, you know, dealing with your own, you know, own people that be on some fuck shit. But you know, it's after you deal with that shit, it's like you gotta kind of collect yourself and get with the people that actually do enjoy your content. And like I said, for those that do come in here and do talk to me, I appreciate y'all. And real quick, let them know where they can find you at, man. Right now, I got your stuff up on the screen right now. Let them know where they can find you, and I'm gonna be wrapping things up over here.
Appreciate it. My main channel is Demigod Productions. I mostly just post videos of my opinions. I stream on that channel for now, and you know, I just basically just do me on that channel. Universal Gaming is my gaming channel, and I'm still basically testing the waters with that channel and trying to find what works for me. Universal Will is my spiritual channel, but I have a lot to work on myself before I upload on that channel. I feel like that channel I have to earn to upload on there. Sonic the Ghetto Hog Productions is the parody channel. If you want Sonic the Ghetto Hog, you go over there, and hopefully someday or sometime soon, if I get the time, I will start making parodies again. And last but not least, though I didn't put it there, if you were to click on Universal Gaming, you'll see it. My Universal Beats channel is my music channel, and that's where I post beats and music and such. I will be posting my music on that channel for here and now. So yeah, those are the channels you can find me.
Okay, got you. I got you. All right, man. Appreciate you. Give me.
No problem, man.
Yeah, thank you, man. Appreciate you. And we'll definitely be in touch, man. And,
absolutely. Looking forward to it.
All right, man. You have yourself a good one, bro.
All right, you too, man. God bless.
God bless, bro. All right, y'all. Hold on 1 second over here. All right, y'all. I am back. Sorry about that. But where can you find my beats at? All right. I'm actually about to wrap my end up here, man. I appreciate y'all for coming through and taking the time to chat with your boy. I'm a slacker. No, trust me, BSG. Not. I'm not. Leave me alone. But yeah, you can find my beats are on my YouTube channel as well. I do have a playlist up with my beats, including the one that you're hearing right now. I also have it up on SoundCloud. I have a few up on SoundCloud, and but yeah, you definitely gotta love it, man. Definitely gotta love it. Let me see, who are we gonna pass the love over to? I'm gonna figure out who I'm gonna pass the love to. There we go. We're gonna pass the love over this way, and yeah, okay, indeed, man. Custom controllers in the building. How you doing, my guy? You called me just when I was about to leave. Yo, shout out to Custom Controllers, man, and I appreciate y'all coming through. Speaking of Custom Controllers, I gotta talk, man. Do some animating, yeah. Had to slide through, man. Appreciate you, bro. Appreciate you. I gotta talk with you too, man. Custom Controllers, we gotta talk, man. Congratulations once again for you graduating, bro. You good? You're good. The next one for sure. Oh, indeed. Need some help with streaming? Got you. All right, man. But we are going to be passing the love over Twitch. My Twitch fam, we're going to be going over to Shagsworth, and we'll be going ahead and go from there. But I will be catching you guys on the next time. Peace. God bless.
The Dynasty.